Hello, friends. Let me check something. Okay, so my audio is still functioning, everything sounds well. I'm hearing double. That's why. I got it. I know what happened. I know what did it. I'm an idiot. Okay, we should be hunky-dory. I'm personally not used to hearing myself talk, even though I've got this in. Basically, I just have it in to have it in. I was sitting there and, like, the sound wasn't registering, but it was registering, and then I heard an echo feedback about 5 seconds later, and I was like, what? Where is this coming from? Hello, friends. Hello, welcome, everybody. Hello. But yeah, so I sat there and I was like, why is it echoing? What happened? It's because I had Twitch open in a browser to listen to my own stream. So it decided that it wanted to, do the feedback. So I was really confused for about 10 seconds. But we got it figured out. Hopefully you guys can hear me. Hopefully everything's hunky-dory. I think we should be pretty okay. I'm going to take it as a yes. We're functioning great. So, I don't know if y'all noticed, you're not having to stare at this stupid pink dumb overlay that I usually have. I decided to go through and update my stream a little bit. So I've got some new overlays. I think they're really cute. I have a thing for cats. Cats are very much my ideal animal, and there's a little bit of plants, little things kind of thrown in. So I figured that this would be much easier on your eyeballs, that I wasn't going to have to assault them any longer in that bright, stupid pink. I don't know what possessed me to do that in the first place. I really wish I could tell you why I thought that was a good idea. I don't know. I think I got it because I was like, oh, there's plants. Oh, it's, slightly more feminine. That works. That's great. Past me as a dick. Present me is okay and comfortable with this right now. I'm still working through a few little changes to things. Unfortunately, I can only do so much without, having stuff go live on different items. I can test so much, I can do so many things, but I've essentially gone through, updated a few different layouts. I actually went through also, if you guys are on desktop or even if you guys are actually on mobile, there's kind of like that about section. I've updated that about section pretty good. Again, went through, did different labels, actually made sure that the links functioned, did the whole shebang. So we have a few different items that have kind of changed spaces, but as far as it goes, I think this is actually okay. I think this is fine. I will get definitely a consensus from you guys probably towards the end of the evening. Or, if you guys just want to leave comments or dumb shit in any of my social medias around. You guys feel free to do the thing. But yeah, I decided to finally update it. And so I've actually been sitting at my computer updating it for like the past hour and a half, and decided, hey, this would be great. This is a great time to test it. So I've got a few different fun little overlays. I've kind of been trying to go through and update my few different frames and stuff, and so now I actually have a new one for when I'm offline. I've got a new one for when I start streaming, for, you know, if I decide I need to take a break, for when I go offline, and then when my stream is ending, I actually have like an ending panel, which is so cute, but I'm not going to do that to you guys right now because I just started. So, but yeah, we're here. We're having a good time. I'm really sorry about my voice. Thank you so much. Thank you so much. That's another thing I do have to update. I do have to update these dumb little icons. I always forget about them. But thank you so much. Thank you. I'm just trying to update these few things. So I've kind of gone through and like quickly updated it. Basically, I just copy and pasted from my old layouts and just went in and like moved them around to the few other different spaces. So again, hopefully this works out. Hopefully this isn't, you know, tearing holes into your eyeballs or whatever. But yeah, anyway, I was getting started on, I'm really sorry for if my voice is going in and out. Unfortunately, and I don't know what it is, it's not like it's an everyday con thing, because for the most part, cons don't do this to me, but I've come back with like the worst sore throat. It's not even a sore throat, it's just my voice is just gone. It's just gone. So it's been fighting it for the past few days, and I'm hoping to figure out a way to get it back before I leave for the week. Which, you know, me being here and talking for 2 hours is probably not the best idea. But that's okay. We're jamming. It's great. But yeah, so I just want to, you know, let you guys know that the voice is very much a struggle. So hopefully it goes well. Yeah, admittedly, I think it's just temporary con crud. And it's not like I talked a lot during San Diego Comic-Con. I don't think I did, but maybe I did. Maybe I talked more than I was supposed to, or it's just the excitement, or I don't know. I don't know what these things do. Hold on, I'm gonna fix this real fast. I'm gonna fix where this chat box is. I'm gonna slide you down just a hair. That should be a little better. Again, I'm not gonna know how to fix these things until I actually see them in motion. But yeah, so I don't think it's COVID. I don't think it's anything like terribly awful. The only times I ever get sore throats or like lose my voice like this is after cons. And specifically it's after Anime Expo, after I've been working a con. I know I didn't work this, so I don't know where it came from. I don't know what it's doing, but you know, we're here, we're jamming. I am probably being dumb, but it wouldn't be me if I wasn't. Yeah, so nobody got sick at AX. As far as I know, nobody got sick. The only thing that happened at AX is we did have a casualty and somebody did sprain an ankle. And I think they actually have like fractures and stuff now, because they kind of fell off the stage. Don't quote me on that, but they definitely got some like really bad bruising, went to one of the doctors, you know, has basically been living with it wrapped and, you know, whatnot. But I think that is the only casualty that we've had for AX this year, which is actually really nice considering last year. And I'm not kidding, I don't know what happened last year, but there were about 10 of us that were working the Deviants booth / Kagura booth, and all 10 of us were, well, most all of us were also up on stage doing the cosplay Deviant party. All of us got COVID. all of us. I don't know where we picked it up. I don't know how any of that happened. But, like, we're going through and, like, the first case gets it. And, like, you have, like, your first people, like, the day after AX. And they're just like, oh, my God, this is the worst. Like, and then I'm over here and I'm like, yeah, I'm doing great. Like, I don't feel anything. I'm doing okay. We're jamming, which is super weird because I should have been probably one of the first people to get it because of my asthma, but I wasn't. And I actually got to the point where I was about 2 weeks, and out of nowhere, it hit me like bricks. I ended up having to I still worked through COVID. I should have very much taken more time off than I did. Had I taken off a little bit more time, I probably would have been recovered a little bit longer. But I basically did have it for the full time, and my workplace was like, oh, you've been out for 10 days? Oh, well, you get to come back in the office now. And I was like, are you sure? Are you sure you want to do that? So I pushed back for a little bit, but yeah, all of us having COVID last year sucked. So I'm so glad that this year we didn't have that issue. All of us have done great. I don't think there's been any casualties other than an ankle, but admittedly, if that's the only casualty, I think we're doing great. But yeah, so we had Comic-Con the past weekend, our San Diego Comic-Con, so that was fun. It was my first Comic-Con, which I am super excited about. I'm glad that I can finally say that I have made it to Comic-Con. I was gonna go last year, but because COVID decided to appear, it was very much a probably not a good idea. So I had to skip it last year, but I kind of made the last minute decision this year to go ahead and go. And I'm super happy that I did. I mean, I'm gonna pull out the stops of what I got and the different things and different stories, and Lord knows there's enough of things that have kind of happened, for Comic-Con, but it was a lot of fun. I was only there for Saturday and Sunday. Technically, we only got tickets for Sunday. So it wasn't the worst. Because at any other convention, usually they would not be having items outside of the con center that anybody can get to. And I think, that was like my first time being able to like be a part of stuff where like I didn't have to pay a ticket. I didn't have to actually do anything. I could just go and just enjoy it. So that's actually what we did on Saturday. Me and a friend, we basically went through all of the surrounding area. So we stopped at the Bandai Namco and went to do stuff at Tekken. We went to the FX booths and did different things there. We went through like the Adult Swim section. I saw the Hulu section and then was determined to go to the Hulu section the next day. I mean, there was 18 gajillion things that were kind of surrounding the con center, which was actually so much fun. I'm so glad that they had the ability to do that. So we basically hopped on a train. I mean, we hopped on the trolley train, whatever you want to call it, and got down there at a relatively early hour. I mean, it was like 10-11 when we got down. We didn't get there when it like first opened, but we got down there at a reasonable time, and then kind of walked around to get like more of an idea of kind of like the surrounding areas, because again, I've actually never been to the San Diego Convention Center, so that shit was massive. We first walked to go pick up one of our badges. My badge was with friends. So I didn't have a badge. But we stopped to go pick up one of our badges. And after we did that, that's when we kind of went around and kind of saw all the different things. Stopped by the box lunch food truck, not food truck, but very much food truck. And let me see, what else did we do? We stopped at Tekken and played the Tekken 8 demo, which was awesome. I'm not a big fan usually of fighting games because I'm very much a button masher. But I definitely, I enjoyed it. I like the layout of it. I like that, you've got your different combos and stuff, that it felt a little bit more timey. There was actually a delay to your inputs, and that, you actually had to take time to do recovery and stuff, which was really cool. Other than that, what else did we stop at? There was a few other, little places, kind of around that kind of had, different exhibits, and, there was another place that kind of had... I'm so sorry. Doing stream a little later tonight makes me want to sleep so much sooner. But we went and we did that. Again, went around to the FX booth and kind of saw the different things, and then we actually asked one of the people that was kind of standing guard at the FX booth, because we saw stuff that there was nighttime shows. So we kind of asked hey, what would be our best bet? Should we stay for the shows currently or for the nighttime shows? And he was like, come back for the night stuff. It's gonna be so cool. The night stuff is a blast. Admittedly, it was so much fun. And then we just kind of walked around. Thankfully the weather was really nice, so I didn't have heat strokes or anything. So it was a lot of fun, and we did stop inside one of the hotels for a little while to kind of just rest and recover from all the walking, and then we made the long trek back, and then we hung out with some friends while they were doing some photo shoots and stuff, and then let me see. I think, then we stopped for dinner. We got Subway, and I don't eat Subway. So we ate dinner. And then I believe, after we were done eating dinner, we went and got in line for FX. And basically, FX had this really cool, awesome thing set up for Shogun, which is going to be, I guess, one of their new shows and stuff that they've got working on. But they were doing live performances of samurai ninja battle for 10 minutes, which was really cool. And then there was also, oh my god, there was one guy. So they also had a performance before this where they were making, I believe they were making the mochi outside, of that rice gooey consistency. There was one guy single-handedly saved the show for me because he was so into it. He was so expressive, so over the top, very theatrical, definitely living his best theater kid life. He was a blast. He basically kept us all engaged, and it was really cute. They had this whole performance, and then he went into the samurai whatever. They had something for American Horror Story. They had something for a few other places. There was also a lot of things we just didn't get the chance to check out. They had different things for the interview with the vampire and the Mayfair witches. Is it Mayfair? I think it's Mayfair. The Mayfair witches? I don't know. It's another Anne Rice. Admittedly, I haven't read it either. But they had like a full experience for that, so I thought that was really cool. We didn't wait in line to go see it, unfortunately, but we probably should have. And yeah, I mean, like, it was really cool. Like, we ended up staying around and in the area and, like, doing all the nighttime stuff. Like, I don't think we made it home until, like, midnight. So, that was fun. And then we rolled around next day and was able to actually go inside the con center and actually do the things in the con. But Jesus Christ, yeah, it is way too big for one. It is way too big for one day. So I am thankful it's all in one hall. As far as, like, your exhibit halls, different things of that nature. The only things that aren't are, like, your panel rooms or, like, special event things. So everything being on one floor is really nice. Being in one building is really nice. But when I'm going through, like, cons and things, I have a very methodical of, like, I'm just gonna keep going, like, up and down aisles, because otherwise I will lose my place on where I've been and the things that I've already seen, and I will backtrack, and it will not be a good time, and I will be very upset. Because I like to very much try and get through everything as I can. So we're going through, and, you know, we sit down for lunch at, like, 12:30. You know, I think we're doing pretty okay. Like, I see the other end. I see the wall at the other end. And then we get up and we start going. It turns out that wall was not the other end of the hall. Turns out that was, like, a third of the hall. So I had to, like, rush through, like, 30 aisles in about 3 hours. Let me tell you, my anxiety was spiking. I do not do that very well. I was like, oh, it's fine, like, we've got plenty of time, I'm gonna take my time, we're gonna go through, we're gonna look through things, like, you know, this is the last day, deals are kind of going on, like, I want to make sure that we're catching everything, you know, as much as we can. And yeah, that happens, and I look at my phone, and I see that it's 2:00, and I'm like, oh my god, we still have half of the con to get through. It closes in 3 hours. I don't know how we're gonna make it work. So I basically got to a point where I was just going back and forth between the different halls. Like, I wasn't really looking at things, but I was trying to. But thankfully, at about the halfway mark, you actually start getting your much bigger booths, which is typically more your, like, big companies. Like the Squeenix booth. The Squeenix booth was so cool. I got to see Ifrit again. Yeah, that was really cool. It's such a cool statue. Like, I really like that they're being like, hey, take a photo with Ifrit on tour. as if. But yeah, I think it's really interesting. I think that's really cool. You know, we finally managed to make it through. Like, I got to a point where, like, I stopped going through some of the booths that were, like, closer to the end, because they were very much more, like, comic artist stuff. And then we totally skipped Artist Alley, which I feel bad, because I know that that's where, like, a lot of, like, the comic artists actually are stationed. But I was like, there's no fucking way. So, I mean, we managed to make it through everything. I managed to go back and pick up a few things and get a few things from a few different spots, and it was a really good experience, but goddamn, the anxiety. It just hits a little different. But yeah, I mean, all in all, it was a lot of fun. I mean, granted, we started our day also very, very early, because I was hellbent on getting Hulu, because they have these dumb little 2D backpacks that I kept seeing everybody carry on Saturday. Hey, hey, hi, welcome. I'm telling them about our adventure on Sunday with Hulu. We basically got up at 5:45 in the morning, so we could be down at Hulu by 7. And basically, we got there at about 7:30. The line is so long already. And I'm like, oh no. But then I sit there and I look at it and, like, they haven't started letting people go in to, like, weave. They have, like, much more tightly compact, like, line to get through. And they hadn't started letting anybody in yet. And I was like, oh, thank God. So I stopped. I ran to go get Starbucks and coffee and, be nice. And so then we waited in line. They started letting us kind of in and around the different stuff, or in through that line. I think it was like 9:15 is when they started filling in. And then I think they opened the exhibit. I think it was a little earlier than 10. I think they opened up a little earlier than 10. But we made it through. We got through it by 10:30. We were in, we were out, we were done. But we got there at 7:30. So yes, we were there for 3 hours for a backpack. But the backpack is so cute. I didn't want to pay the prices that they are online for it. Okay? Leave me alone. Hold on. Let me Google search our phenomenal backpack. Hulu SDCC backpack. It's a really cute backpack. It's one of the, like, 2D backpacks. It's super cute. Like, I adore this. You can't tell me this isn't, like, literally perfect. But yeah, it was so worth it. Hey, thanks so much for following. I appreciate you stopping by. Thank you. But yeah, I basically, because that opened pretty much before the con did, I was like, okay, we can knock that out. It's fine. We can make it work. 5 hours later, we were ready to go to the con, from, when we woke up and were doing stuff. But yeah, I mean, like, it was cute. It was a cute backpack, and, like, you can put shit in it, and, like, I can take it to places, and, like, actually use it. It's not one of those, like, stupid bags that, like, just has, like, the emblems and, like, they break after use. No, this is literally quite literally something I could actually use. So yeah, so after we were done with that at 10:30, we basically booked it over to the exhibit hall, and then just went through the exhibit hall and kind of went and did things. The little donkey's so cute. But yeah, I might have. I just really wanted it. I just really wanted the backpack. But, like, the Hulu thing, the Hulu thing that they had this year was their, basically their animation department. Not that they don't license everything that they get. But they were basically very much showcasing all of their animation, things and whatnot. And there was a big, Futurama section. There was a big, the North something of that nature. They had a big thing for, like, Bob's Burgers, and there was something for, like, Simpsons. There was a few different things that were really cool, but I think the main thing was very much for Futurama, which is fine. It's totally okay. But yeah, going through, you could pick a backpack or a pin set, and I was like, backpack. Admittedly, I was hoping you were gonna grab the pin set because you were giving me so much crap about a backpack, but it's fine. It works. Can't complain. So yeah, we did Hulu. Totally worth it. Totally worth it for me. Everything worked out great. But then yeah, then the exhibit hall was just, it was so much, but it was so cool being able to see everything. I also did not realize that Comic-Con actually had like book publishers come out. And I mean like book publishers, like novel book publishers, not like graphic novels or comic publishers. No, 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 like actual legit like book publishers. That was amazing. I am such a fan of books, such a fan of reading. Like if I get any chance, I'm absolutely, sitting somewhere and reading through a book in about 6 hours. I have an entire library. Like, I love books, and I had no idea that you could do this at Comic-Con. So admittedly, we stopped by several of the book people, kind of walked through a few different things. We picked up a signed copy of one of the Star Wars Vision novels, which was awesome. And I think I picked up a book. Then yeah, I mean, we got a good haul. We got a few different things. I mean, this was very much my. This is what I have available on stream that I can sit and show for a minute. But yeah, basically we didn't really go through and like buy things until it was like go time. 'Cause then at that point I'm panicking and we were just going and just doing a thing. But we finally did kind of like settle down, and the last, like hour or two is when we made most of our like big purchases and things. And bitch, I was so ready to throw down money on a Pyra figure. We walked over to the place that has them, and I'm like, I'm just gonna get her. Like, it's been sitting on my Amazon wish list for so long. Like, I just need to get her. I need her in my life. I can add her to all my figures back here. I ask them about it, and they're like, oh, sorry, we're sold out. And I was like, perfect. I don't have to spend the money on it. Granted, that made me really sad because they were out of both Pyra and Mithra. But admittedly, it was probably a smart move that I didn't throw down like $300 a piece. 'Cause yeah, that those figures are beautiful and I need them. But goddamn if they aren't expensive. So thankfully didn't have to do that, but we did spend other money on a lot of other things. But yeah, it was definitely a win-win situation. I was glad I could walk away and have like a clean conscience and be like, I don't have to spend the money. I'm good. I can spend it on somewhere else. And so that's essentially kind of what we did. So I didn't realize, well, I mean, I should have realized, but I didn't realize at the time. Disney had a booth for their books. I don't know where this falls in the strike section. Unfortunately, I don't have an answer for that. But I still bought a whole bunch of shit. I got the Twisted Wonderland manga, so I can sit and I can read about the Squeenix and Disney crossover again. Because, this is actually the second time Squeenix has decided to work with Disney on making things in a nice fashion. Thanks, Kingdom Hearts, for opening that door. But yeah, I've been a pretty big fan of Twisted Wonderland. So I was really excited to see that they actually had this at like a booth that had like nothing but novels and like kids things and whatnot. And I saw this and I was like, your girl's gonna grab it and we're gonna run. So got that, and then they were also doing a buy one get one free, so we actually picked up another novel. I've actually got that down in my library already. So picked up some books, did the thing. Then I was on a mission, I guess. I wasn't really on a mission, but I know that these comics aren't available really anywhere anymore, because they're so far advanced. So when we were going through and like finding kind of like the secondhand books, came across like my favorite comic strips, not strips, but my favorite comic books, and I didn't realize that the comic artist was also going to be there. So that was really fun. But yeah, I picked up Sunstone because sexy ladies and a great time is definitely what I like to read. But yeah, so it was a lot of fun, and I got him to sign it, so it has been signed. When we got to the place that had it, like it's part of a few other different sections, or it's got a few different like comic artists and stuff, and they let us know like, hey, like he'll be, you know, back later. He's got doing different signings and stuff, and I was like, oh, that would be really cool. But like, it was also during the time where I was like, I just need to go. I just need to go. So we didn't really pick up anything. And so then we kind of circled back, and I saw that there was a line, and he was basically doing sketches and doing things for people, and I was like, shit, had I known, I would have totally picked one up. But it's okay. We ended up picking up the newest volume, and then he ended up signing it, and so now I've got most of them. It was really cool during COVID, during our pandemic era. The author was like, hey, I know that, you know, we can't go anywhere, so here's all 6 volumes that have been published. You can enjoy them through PDFs. You're welcome. So I was able to catch up, kind of going through and reading through those. And so I actually didn't know that they had 7 out. And so when I saw it out on the table, I was like, we should grab it. So I'm glad we did. 'Cause yeah, that was really cool. Being able to actually like meet one of my favorite artists and comic artists and like media in general. So I'm glad I got the ability to do that. Next time I'm gonna know better, and I'm gonna double check to make sure I know when people are actually at different places. But I went into Comic-Con very blind, had no idea what I was walking into, and I'm actually kind of glad I didn't. I'm actually kind of okay. Yeah, it was so much fun being able to do that, because basically, like, he's sitting there and he's doing his doodles, and, you know, they're on, like, little pieces of paper, like, this big. He's sketching stuff out. He's doing the whatnot of, like, his different characters of Lisa and, you know, all of them. And I go to, like, go get the book, and they're like, oh, do you want him to sign it? And I was like, it's okay, I can go stand in line. And the lady behind the counter, she was like, no, like, do you want him to sign it? Because he literally tells us to just give it to him to sign. And I was like, that would be awesome. So he kind of takes it from me, and we get it signed, and I'm like, oh my god, thank you so much, you know, fangirl for all of 10 seconds. I try really hard not to, but goddamn if it isn't hard to do that. But yeah, able to get that done, get that taken care of. I think, you know, kind of went around a few other sections, went and saw the Star Wars garbage, which was, I mean, it's cool, it's whatever, it's not my thing, but it's Star Wars. There was huge sections for Star Wars. They basically, like, had different setups for it, and it was pretty cool. Walking through, like, the different, like, toy manufacturers, and, you know, basically just seeing all, like, the big comic people and whatnot. It was kind of how we ended it. Then we kind of circled back I'm sorry. Star Wars just isn't my jam. I I could get into Star Wars. So I got into Star Wars for Mandalorian. I got into it because I had to know jack shit about anything Star Wars. And that was really nice. It was really nice to be able to go in, not have to know serious back lore, not have to know, like, any of these characters that we're seeing on screen, not have to know, like, backstories and, like, past, 30 years of whatever's gone on. Like, it was really nice being able to be a casual fan for it. And so, I'm kind of at that point where, like, I just need, like, more of, like, the small side stories of, like, the, hey, like, I vaguely know this person, I vaguely know what they did, I'm okay watching, whatever they're doing or whatever the case is. So, I'm getting there, I'm working on it. It's just a slow moving, it's slowly going. I don't have an answer for that, but we're slowly making it work. But yeah, they had everything under the sun. There was game demos, there was book publishers, there was comic books, there was, your secondhand retailers, there were your big companies, and Squeenix had a big booth, and it was really cool. And I didn't realize how many places had, like, the big figure, like, sideshow collection garbage. It was so cool. I got a really awesome photo of a Toothless figure that I think is so cute. It is so cute. And then I also realized that that's actually, where they already have a Shiva figure out for 16. And I was like, oh shit, that's cool. That's really neat. Sorry, I'm pulling up my photo for Toothless. I don't want that. Why are you hiding from me? It was so cute. It was a cute little figure. Oh my god, look at him. Look at him do. So yeah, I mean, it was really cool. It was really cool being able to see that, and see, the different things that were kind of around. And God, I had no idea. Oh my god, this was probably my favorite, though. It was just so cool. There was a Berserk Guts figure that I was like, oh my god, this is amazing. This is so good. So, I mean, I didn't realize that they had, like, 30,000 booths with, like, 80 bajillion different figures and shit. And, it's big on its artists, it's big on its comics, I had no idea. Oh my god, it was massive. But then our last section that we stopped at, or that I stopped at, was the Studio Ghibli booth, because I am a sucker for it, and I also wanted to take pictures in the cat bus. So they had a thing at Anime Expo. They actually brought, like, the cat bus, to where you can actually go inside and take photos in it. Unfortunately, I didn't get any for Anime Expo. We also did not get any during Comic-Con. So I wanted to, but we didn't make it there, to get the photos inside the cat bus, or to get the photos of Totoro. But it's okay, it's fine. I picked up other things instead, so I could get what did I get free? I got something free. I got something free from the booth, and I just don't remember what it was. Anyway, I picked up puzzles. So I have a really cool stained glass Howl's Moving Castle. I think it's really neat. It's not very big, which is actually kind of nice. So I was figuring that if stream decided to ever get, like, really boring, I would just like flip my camera down to my desk so you guys could see me just put together a puzzle as I'm talking. So I thought that was going to be a lot of fun. But then for me, basically my crowning achievement that I got is actually this Kiki's Delivery Service puzzle. Basically it's already on a like canvas board, so basically you like do the puzzle and then it like wraps around and it already comes in a frame to where I'm actually quite literally able to like gallery wrap the puzzle around a frame and just have it out on display. And I think that is so cool. So cool. Like, that makes my heart, my art heart somewhere down deep inside me that has been locked away forever, very excited. So again, I figured if there ever got to be a point in stream where I was like, I'm kind of over it, I'm kind of done talking. I mean, I'll still talk, but like, y'all can just sit and watch me do a puzzle. I don't think that would be the worst idea. It would probably not be great for you guys, but I could do these pretty fast. I could probably do this in about an hour. It's about 366 pieces. I could do it in about, it's about an hour, hour and a half. But yeah, those were basically like my big items that I picked up that I remember. We got the backpack. What else did we pick up? I'm trying to think. There was a lot of free shit outside. A lot of free garbage. Oh my god, I got t-shirts. That's what I was trying to think of at the Tekken booth. You basically had to go and do like play the demo, and if you were able to get like a white ticket or whatnot, you kind of go around and they have it to where they're giving out free t-shirts. And I think that's awesome. So you bet I got a free t-shirt. Let me see. I know we got free t-shirts in like several different sections, free items in several different places, but I think the best free item that I got, there was a box lunch food truck cart that was basically parked across the street, and there was a dumb long line, and you basically had to sign up for their like rewards program, basically so they can like spam you with text messages and emails and all that good fun stuff. And so when you sign up for that, they hand you a ticket, and then you go up to the cart and they hand you the ticket, or you hand them the ticket, and then they give you a bag. And in this bag is basically just a whatever's around, whatever we got, whatever's here, whatever. I got a free Loungefly bag. I don't know if any of you guys know how expensive these are. But I got one for free. I was able to tell kind of a difference between what Loungeflies were, because of the bag that they were in. And so essentially the ones that were in the canvas bags were the ones that had the Loungefly backpacks. Otherwise, you got like a plastic bag and you got some random garbage. So I got a Loungefly, and it's actually really cute. It's all like the different like little shorts that Pixar's done. It's got all their little mascots and whatnot. So I think it's super cute. I think it's really cute. So I got one. And then I think we also got a cup. We got a Thanos cup as our other one. So I mean, like, I was gonna go back and go see if I could get one for my mom, but I didn't quite get the chance to. So, unfortunately, I was only able to pick up one bag for free. God, what else did we get? I unpacked already, so I unfortunately just can't bring over, like, all of my bags and be like, look, this is all the shit I got. So I can't remember, my brain doesn't function that well. I'm trying to think. We met the people that do the costume designs for a lot of the DC stuff, so that was cool. We met them that actually do like the costume designs and basically like names are in credits and the whole shebang, and that was really cool to actually get to talk to them for a little while. And then they handed us stuff to like join designer crafter guild shit, whatever. Hey, thanks for following. Thanks for checking out. We stopped by there. I mean, we didn't stop by there. It was kind of in our, mad rush to the end to get through everything. But it was really cool being able to kind of like talk to them and be like, hey, like, we all cosplay from, your different things that you've made. Like, your suits are really cool. Like, what fabrics do you use? And we're like actually able to sit and actually talk to them about stuff. So that was really cool being able to do that. And they were like, yeah, like, if you do cosplay and stuff, like, we want to see your work. Like, please tag us if it's something we've worked on or, whatever the case is. So I think that was really neat and really cool that they're willing to be open like that to that kind of community. Let me see. What else did we do? I don't know. I don't know. I don't remember. I know we ran into some friends and took some photos real fast. I this past weekend I actually went as like the super normie. Basically, I did not cosplay at all this weekend. I said, no thank you. I'm good. I need a break. I just did 3 photo shoots and Anime Expo in a 2-week period. I need a moment. So I opted to actually do San Diego Comic-Con as totally just me. And so it was different being at a con and not having to like sit and adjust, my different, like different costume pieces and having to stop to take photos every 10 seconds. Like, it was really nice to be able to just walk in and walk right back out and nobody knows the difference. And admittedly, I kind of missed being stopped, but I'm okay with it because I was tired, I was over it, I wanted to go home, I was ready for food. So it all worked out. Like, everything was good. The area's really fun. Yeah, I mean, Comic-Con definitely next year. I'm planning for 3 days. 1.5 days to do all the shit outside, and then the other day and a half to actually be inside the con hall. So I'm hoping that I can actually do that next year and put the good grace juju out there that I can actually take the time off to actually go experience Comic-Con in a not super rushed way, in a space that I can actually get through things that, I'm not too worried about it. But we didn't wait in line for too long for a lot of things, which was also really nice. Again, the only thing we really waited in line for was for the backpack. The backpack was worth it. Everything was worth that backpack. But yeah, I mean, it was a lot of fun. It was definitely, it was a good time, and I'm glad I got the chance to go, and I'm looking forward to it next year. Cosplayed as an adult who has their shit together. Damn, I wish I had my shit together. I have it more together than most people, so I'm okay with that. I am a responsible adult making very irresponsible adult decisions. But yeah, I'm hoping that next year is also really cool. I'm hoping, to actually go and experience and do it. It just, God, can I tell you that it sucks having Anime Expo and then bing, bang, boom. 2 weeks later, we've got the San Diego Comic-Con. We have the two biggest cons within about 2 weeks of each other. Who decided this was okay? Who said yes? Who said yes to this idea? Because I would love to murder them. Murder. 'Cause yeah, I needed a break. Personally speaking. But yeah, I mean, it was a lot of fun. Again, I'm definitely excited. I definitely want to go back next year. I think it would be a blast, to get the chance to go again. Maybe next year I'll be able to, meet up with actual friends this time, because this time we kind of just ran into people, like as we were kind of going around and doing different things. I would actually like to, be part of panels with friends, actually go to those and support them, and, actually, make plans with people to actually get there and do things with them, and, also experience what's going on with other people as we're there. But I definitely think doing this for my first time with just another partner was really nice, because then it was just two people. You only had to worry about the two of us, and then we were just going. So it really worked out really well. Definitely can't complain. And, then we drove back Sunday night. So we stopped to get dinner. Then we drove home. I think we ended up getting back here. I made it back home like 11. So, I mean, it wasn't the worst. It wasn't the worst turnaround trip. It was pretty good. But yeah, God, if I didn't feel it Monday. God, if I didn't feel that Monday. So yeah, so I didn't have to work anything. I didn't have to work a booth. I didn't have to work at the event. Didn't have to do anything like that, but I would definitely like to do something like that. Hold on, I gotta figure out where are we? What is happening? Sorry, give me 10 seconds. But yeah. Anyway, that was basically Comic-Con. We didn't really get to check out the gas lamp district, I think is what it's called. I know that there's different shops and stuff, or different food restaurants, places and stuff around there. Didn't really get the chance to go stop by that. But we did stop by and pick up food at the old the old spaghetti factory. That was really good. 10 out of 10, definitely going there next year. So I'm gonna make that like a con tradition, that we actually stop by and go pick up some food, because I'm very much we gotta make sure that we are stopping for food, because your girl kind of needs it sometimes. But yeah, oh Matt, yeah, those are kind of hard. It's hard to plan back-to-back cons. I mean, these two are impossible, because it's the biggest anime convention to then the biggest comic convention. And it's not even just comic conventions anymore. It's like the biggest convention. So like having them bang right back to back, basically, definitely sucks. But, again, I had 3 photo shoots and Anime Expo within a 2-week time frame, and then I went back to then do this, and I was like, I guess I'll go. I'm glad I was like, I should just go. I just need to do it. I just need to experience Comic-Con. I just need to force myself to be outside. I need to do this. So I'm glad I was able to make it work. I'm glad I was able to very much figure it out, get it together, do the thing, and I'm hoping that next year I can work with friends. Maybe we actually stay down around in the area. I mean, I liked taking the 20-minute trolley train ride in. That was a lot of fun. Hey, welcome to chat. Yeah, I mean, it's a lot of fun. It's another con. But yeah, I am very much taking a break right now out of cons or from cons. I think the next one that I have isn't until like the first week of September. So I have about a month to recover and pray to God and, work through whatever shit I've got going on. I know. So, I just said that I just went and did all that stuff. I hit 2 cons, 3 photo shoots within the past month. Actually, it's been about within the past 3 weeks. Next week, I'm in Mexico. I'm taking a cruise. I'm taking a week-long vacation. Y'all can kiss my ass. I am not available. I am taking a very long, very well-deserved, very needed vacation. So, I am very excited about it, but that's why I wanted to pop on and kind of chat with you guys, because, like, I know I wasn't going to be here next week, and I was like, I kind of like this every other week item, but I'm like, someday, I gotta get back into every week. I have to get back into that flow. But I at least wanted to come chat with you guys to just kind of, give you guys brief rundowns, brief overviews of kind of what's been going on. And yeah, I mean, Comic-Con was awesome. I got a lot of things. I've got stuff from Amazon that I also figured I was actually going to open on stream too. So it's been a lot of fun. Yeah, admittedly, there is a beach gathering that is happening. I will not be there because I will be in Mexico, floating on a cruise, floating in a boat in the middle of the ocean. But there's beach stuff going on around different places. If you're into that. But yeah. I know that there's a few different, like, cons and stuff kind of going around, but I think the next one, I think everybody's next one is probably Anime Impulse Orange County. I think that's most of our next ones. Then I know we then run into, like AXGB, then we run into Anime Pasadena, and then we run into LA Comic-Con, and then, we're basically in, like, the second half of con season. So I'm planning on being at all of those. So I'm hoping to actually make that kind of work. Keep bringing more stuff, and I think they're actually relatively spaced out well enough that I'm not having to, like, bend over backwards to make something work. So I'm excited. Yeah, I think it's mostly anime cons. Admittedly, I think California is very much anime con heavy. I try and look around for, like, those few, like, different, like, night markets and stuff, which, speaking of, I'm sure that there's been plenty of them, that have kind of gone on and around. And if you ever get the chance to go to a night market, like, please, for the love of God, go to a night market. It's so cool. It's a lot of fun. It's a lot of food. Make sure you bring cash. But they put up a whole bunch of lights. They make everything look really pretty. You basically have vendors that kind of go around, or not go around, but it's very much, it doesn't open until like 6 p.m. and it goes to like 11 p.m. And like, it just goes all night, where like most cons are like, hey, here's your day hours. And they're like, no, here's your night hours. So I think it's a lot of fun. But yeah, I am definitely excited about both of those. I'm definitely excited about, I mean, Orange County, the fairgrounds is fun. It's gonna be hot again, so I think I'm probably also gonna pull out, like, bathing suit costumes, because that came so in clutch last year. So get ready for me to have, like, Marin and something else ready again, because I think that just works out really well. And then it's just so hot out there. Like, nothing you do ever makes it feel better. Let me see. Yeah, and comics. So I'm actually hoping for when Comic-Con rolls around, I'm hoping to have my new Batgirl up and running. I'm hoping to have her up and running. I've got the costume. I have a lot of things to fix. For anybody that knows anything about, like, cowls and shit and making them out of, like, silicone or latex or, like, a flexible rubber or not fabric, please let me know, because the one I have is a fabric and it is awful. Granted, it's the one that came with the suit, but I definitely need something else. But yes, it's Batgirl. I believe it's the Rebirth. It's like the motorcycle jacket, and like the combat boots. It's more of like the more practical bat suit. But yes, I've seen the photos. I haven't seen the trailer for the Harley Quinn Isekai. I am so here for it though. Yeah, I'm really excited about it. I very much do love my DC side of things. I know I definitely don't do a lot in it, but I'm so excited. I'm so excited for a few different things there. So yeah, I mean, we got those up and running. I'm hoping to have that for Comic-Con. Different things there. Anime cons, I'll probably pull out some other random shit. Lord knows I have enough costumes to pull from my repertoire. I'm actually working on finishing Sailor Saturn right now. I'm working on her staff right now. I have it printing because my printer works still. My printer still functions. Thank God. So I've got that printing, and most of that's actually basically done. So I'm actually hoping... So my cruise, we leave Saturday morning. We come back the following Saturday afternoon. I have a photo shoot Sunday. I'm hoping to have everything printed by Saturday before we leave. That way I can spend all of my time painting when I get back. I might not have planned this well. If it doesn't work, it doesn't work, but I think I'm okay. I think I have enough time. I think my printer will just be the little train that could, and we'll just make it work. So yeah, I basically, I gotta grind right when I get back, when all I want to do is just nothing. But yeah, time management is not my strong suit. I wish that was not the case, but it's very much the case. I very much suck at time management skills. I'm a procrastinator through and through. Which is so funny, because if I wasn't a procrastinator, I'm a perfectionist. And so basically I get to a point where, like, my procrastination, like, I procrastinate so long, and, like, my perfectionism takes over, and, like, at a certain point, like, I can't be a perfectionist anymore. I have to just be like, it's gonna work, we're just gonna do it. It's just how it's gonna go. So, admittedly, I may or may not actually be late to that Sailor Scout shoot. Who knows? But I'm hoping to get everything up and okay by the time I get back. But yeah, I'm hoping that actually that's like the last thing that I have to do for the next little while. After that I'll probably wear Sailor Saturn to a con, because I will be so excited about it. But yeah, after that, I cannot imagine trying to do a whole lot more than that. Yeah, getting the filament or resin. So I've got both resin printers and a filament. I tend to do everything in kind of like the cheapest filament that I can find because filament is expensive. So right now it's just a black. It's not anything terribly exciting. But I mean, as far as it goes, like, you still have to paint over it even if you get it in the right color, because you still have to filler and prime it. You still have to do those first few layers. So like, even if you got it in the right colors, you still have to do all the prep work for it, which is usually a step I will just skip anymore. Which again, I should not do. I should not be skipping steps because I need these to last me. I need these props to last forever. But yeah, I'm hoping to have this printed and done and together. I think I've got like 5 more pieces to print, and I've got 2.5 days to do it. I think that's enough time. I think all of the pieces are relatively small. They're small enough. They should be okay. So I think I'll be able to make it in good time. Most of the prints are no longer than 12 hours. So I think we're doing okay. I think we're doing all right, boys. Yeah, this is why I tell everybody, like, if there's something that you want me to do, like, you just need to tell me to, like, get on it, because otherwise I'm gonna do this, where I've known about this shoot for ages, and I'm doing it the week before. So, yeah. Definitely hoping to get it up and together and whatnot, but again, I'm not terribly concerned. If something happens, something happens. I at least have the top of it printed, so I can just stick that on a piece of PVC pipe and call that a day. I don't have to worry about doing, like, the extra armaments or whatever. But I'm going to worry about them because I just want to make sure that I get just that little extra in. But otherwise, we're jamming. We're jamming, my dudes. It wouldn't be me trying to do a cosplay or do a costume or do anything if I wasn't, like, stressed last minute putting something together. That's just not how I function for costumes. I am not I'm gonna take my time. You said I'm gonna work on this for a month. Okay, I will start it now and have it done by the month. It's no, I will start it about a week before that, like, month time frame is up. That's usually how I function. And then most of my stuff actually comes about the night before. Not ideal. Hey, you want to come back? Perfect. But yeah, it's not much different than the con grind, and unfortunately, I'm in con grind all the time. All the time. With how many cons that we have out here in SoCal, there are so many. Like, I've actually gotten to a point where, like, I just have to start putting them in my calendar, like, way ahead of time, so I can just block out different weekends, different things that are going on. And, like, looking at my calendar, I have, like, a con or two every month for most months. And I think that is wild. Like, I didn't realize that, like, doing cons and things would actually, like, essentially take over most of my weekends. I had no idea when I started this as a profession, because I am a professional. Kind of. I at least get paid. Can't complain. But yeah. I think it works out pretty well at the end of the day. Most of my cosplays work out okay. They will fall apart, but they will be okay. So, again, I think I spend the most time on most of my costumes if I know I've got a photo shoot, because I'm like, those have to be photo ready. If I'm just going to a con, I'm like, oh, I'm just going to throw some shit together. But photo shoots are a whole different ball game for me. For those, I feel like, hey, you actually need to do this because you cannot do this in post. You cannot update these things. And usually if you go to a con, Most people have breakdowns. Most people have issues with their costumes. Like, it's to be expected at any given point. So I think that's just kind of how it goes, kind of what's needed. So I think we should be pretty okay on that. But I don't know. I think we're doing pretty okay. Pretty okay otherwise. But yeah. So that's basically Comic-Con. That's basically what I got going on, coming up and coming up after. And I will be so excited to go on my cruise and not have to be doing or worrying about any of this stuff. So thank God. But yeah, they definitely are. Planned photo shoots definitely have money tied into them. And I think for the money being tied into them, it's very much I'm going to get my money's worth. I'm going to get my money out of things. So, well, we'll see how it goes. We'll see what happens. But speaking of photo shoots, I know I got some stuff in the mail. So, I'm going to come open them. I'm excited. I did post out a Amazon wish list 2 days ago, Monday. I don't know, what day are we in? This is Wednesday. I posted out an Amazon wish list of like, hey, like, I want to go, do some shoots and stuff. So basically what it is I'm actually looking to kind of fall a little bit more back into more of the boudoir, more artsy, not necessarily cosplay, because admittedly, I've done enough cosplay shoots. I have things that last me for a lifetime at this point. So I kind of want to experiment and kind of move around and do a few other different spaces, and kind of, experiment with expanding my portfolio. And I've really only done, like those types of shoots. I think I can count them on like a hand, how many times I've done them. So I was looking at actually trying to put together like a quick shoot at like a really pretty loft and kind of basically just shoot content that I have been meaning to shoot for ages. For those times where, hey, I'm just not really feeling, being in costume or being in a bright pink wig, or I don't want to, have to do the really intense makeup. I would actually like to, be as natural as I can be in some of my shoots. And so I definitely want to expand on that, like, non-nerdy half of my portfolio. I definitely want to lean more into, like, the more modelly half of my portfolio. So yeah, I went out and I like posted my Amazon wish list in a few different spaces. I think Instagram got it. I think Twitter got it. I think my Discord got it. Speaking of, you can do the thing at all of these places. They exist for a reason. And basically was like, hey, if there's anything you want to see, I'm willing to shoot and willing to go do stuff and whatnot. So, I mean, I got some stuff that came to my doorstep, so that was really cool. Thanks, guys. I appreciate you guys willing to support me even in my non-cosplay sort of spaces. I know that that's definitely a departure from tradition at this point, but I feel pretty good about it. I feel like it's a good change to have. So yeah, that's basically where we are. So I've got a box and a package. So I'm gonna open the package first. We're gonna open the package first and be good. Yeah, I mean, please don't feel like you guys need to. Don't feel like you ever need to actually, like, stop or do anything or sponsor anything or whatever. Like, it's basically there if you're just like, hey, I appreciate what you do, and, thanks for making cool content, and, basically it's just another, like, small thank you, I would think. I don't go out of my way to be like, hey, I'm on these platforms. I've got all of these things. Hey, whatnot. It's very much there for, if you're feeling like it, if you're up for it, if you are interested in furthering my content career, if you are interested in, you really like the things that I put out and you're like, oh wait, I think this could be cool. So definitely don't feel like anybody is, I'm forcing you guys in any way to go do any of that stuff, but it is there, and it's in my link doobly-doos that will be over here. I think I can actually, let me see if it'll be nice to me today. Is it under link or links? It might be under links. Hold on. Links. Here it is. It is under links. But yeah, so there's that. And so I've got this first package. I believe this is gonna be super cute. It's like this really cool, like, teal color. It's like a teal blue, so I'm actually really excited about it. They say that it's green. I don't think it's green. I mean, it's close to green. It's more of a mint. It's definitely a mint-esque color. But yeah, it's definitely of the lingerie aesthetics. Oh, but it's really cute. It's really stinking cute, though. Does this break, like, Twitch terms of service if I show you guys? But it's so cute. It's got, like, little chains and stuff. Oh my god, it's so cute. Admittedly, like, it's a really interesting fabric, so I don't know if you guys can, like, see the texture in it, but, like, it's like, see-through, but also not see-through. I don't know, it's really interesting. It's really cool. It's very pretty. I'm excited about this. Oh god, there's so many pieces. Oh my god, there's so many pieces. And it's got cute little bows. And we have bows. Couldn't ask for anything more. But yeah, I don't necessarily want to break terms of service, but I got some fun stuff to shoot. So I will definitely be shooting this in the next little while. If I can. If I get the chance to. If I get the chance to, I will definitely take some time out of my slightly busy schedule and go shoot it very nicely. Somewhere out in the wilderness. Alright. Then we got the big boy. I don't know how many there are. It sounds like it's more than one. It sounds like it. Admittedly, I don't know. Thank you. Thanks for being good. Thanks for not causing problems. Okay, I have two. We have two in here. Alright, I'm gonna open this first one. Oh god, I got caught. Entirely just in one box. Admittedly, that is never gonna happen. So the fun thing about my wish lists. So I may or may not go a little overboard in my wish lists. And a lot of it is because I don't know what people are into. I don't know what people like. They might be looking for something specific. They might be looking for a color. They might be looking for a style. They might be looking for something random. So all of my wish lists have a stupid amount of items on them because I'm like, I mean, I like all of the items. I like all of them that are there. But I want to give variety. I want to give people the ability to be like, oh my god, she would do this. She would do this character. I love this character. Like, not everybody is, like, super big into, like, Fate. I am. Granted, I've got a lot of Fate on my wish lists, but I also have several other, like, one-off characters and, like, random things that are just, you know, kind of exist in different spaces. So, like, I like giving I like giving options. I like giving variety because I want everybody to feel like, hey, if there's something they're looking for, they can always reach out to me to be like, hey, I'm looking for this. If I were to do this, would you be comfortable? Or, hey, I saw that you had this on one of your lists. I was wondering if you could do something like this, or, whatever. And, I want to make it as easy for everybody as I can, essentially. So, yeah, I definitely need somebody with Bezos money. Yeah, if I was to get everything off of the 3 wish lists that I have that are out public for everybody, it would take quite a bit. It would take quite a bit. And so also the other thing that I also do is I try and also offer a variety of like price points. I'm not a complete asshole and am like, oh my god, everything I want is like over $40 or like $100 plus, whatever. Blah, 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 blah. I understand the economic struggle we're all in. For those of you that don't know, I work in finance. I very much understand what we're doing. I very much understand how things are working, how things are shaping out, how things are not going well. Again, I don't want to be an asshole. I'm here to be like, hey, if you like my stuff, you guys have ample places to help support me in any way, shape, or form. And that's basically it. That's basically why I've got like 30,000 links to like 18 gajillion different places. Because at the end of the day, I don't know what people are on. I don't know what people are into. I don't know a lot of things, and I am curious about a lot of it, but I also don't want to alienate anybody. So it's basically a free reign, have fun. Anyway, let me open this. Enough about my wish lists. Accessories, medium. What is this? I believe it's a costume because it's from Mick Costumes. Interesting. This means this was probably off of my cosplay wish list. Oh. That's some bunny ear shit. That's some bunny ears right there. Oh, god damn it. I thought I was over the year of the bunny girl. Apparently we got at least one more coming, guys. We got at least one more bunny girl. I promise I will be good. I promise I will be good. Whose is this? Whose bunny girl is this? Bunny girl suits are the bane of my existence. They never stay up. Bunny suits. Bunny girls don't have a go to style. No, they won't. They won't, and I think that's why we're still here celebrating all of them. Oh, okay. Okay. So, we are getting a Marin bunny. I'm so excited! Oh my god. I like that there's actual, like, shoulder pads in this. Like, that's really nice. That's actually gonna keep its shape. Holy shit. Oh my god, I'm so excited. Yes, I can do more Marin costumes. Guys, I don't know if you know this, but I have several Marin costumes at this point. I've got her witch costume. I have a nurse costume. Actually, I've got 2 nurse costumes. Now I've got the bunny girl costume. I've got her bathing suit costume. I have, I don't remember what the pink-haired demon girl is. I've got that look, but it's not the look that everybody else does. It's the manga cover look. I have so many, but I love her so much. She's very much a spirit animal, and is very much how I came into cosplay. 'Cause yeah, I did the same thing. I was like, I am trying to make this costume and it looks like hell, please help. I don't know what I'm walking into. I know none of the things that I'm doing. I don't know where to start. So I have very much a kinship with her in that regard, because it's scary to start cosplay, and it's scary to not really start anywhere, and to, you know, feel like you can't necessarily talk to people about it, or, you know, find things online and do things through there. So it's different, it's interesting, it's a lot of fun, but I'm so excited I can do more Marin. I did her bathing suit at Anime Expo, and then I did the nurse outfit at ALA, so I'm hoping to actually bring out something else. I've got one of her Shizuku's nurse outfit, but thank you so much for joining. I appreciate you stopping by and enjoying. Hopefully I get to see you soon. Thank you so much for stopping by and doing the thing. And yeah, admittedly, I am gonna keep stream going just a little longer, but, you know, I appreciate you stopping by. Thanks. Okay. I've got this last one to open. Oh, this is neat. Oh, this is cool. Oh, this is in several pieces. Oh, boy. Oh, that feels like a pocket, but I know that's not a pocket. That's a sleeve. Oh, this is gonna be cute. Oh, okay. So, okay. This is the top. This is the top. This is the top. This will be like a these. And a like a these. That's cute. That's so cute. And then I'm guessing this is like the skirt pieces. Yes. Oh my god. So, yeah. So, not just with, like, my 18 plus garbage, but, like, I like trying to do things that are a little bit more, that have a little bit more to them, than just, hey, I'm just in a, like, bra and panty or whatnot. I like, actually, like, the different aesthetics. So I have very much a dancer aesthetic. And dancer aesthetics are usually like, I like the tops, and then I like having like flowy skirts and whatnot, and like being able to have like free range of motion is really nice, but also still make it artsy and classy, and it's really cool. So I think that very much fits in that atmosphere. I don't think it's Christmas. I think it was just, I think it's just a different type of, like, costume. I don't think it's a, like, dress-up piece. But I could probably make it Christmas. But yeah, those were the items that I got. So thank you so much for everybody that was checking that stuff out and doing all that stuff. And again, I'm hoping to do a little bit more on like the artsy aesthetic in the next little while. So hopefully I'm able to get around and get some studios in, and that's probably what I'm going to spend August doing, is doing studios. So definitely be excited to check all of that good fun stuff out at all of these places. But yeah, that's basically all I really had. I saw the silver thingy. Yeah, it feels like it kind of is. Like, it's got like a little like dangle to it, but I don't think it's a, you know, anything too exciting. But it's very much flowers. It's very much a flower fabric embroidered, and it's really nice. It's really nicely done. I'm excited about it. I think it looks cute. I'll have fun putting it together. I think that's probably my favorite part about a lot of these, is I have no idea how to put them together. So we'll see how it goes, but yeah, I'm excited to lean in a little bit more into that side of my career, and you know, cosplay will still always be my main love. But I like experimenting a little bit with some other items too, and so maybe you guys will see stuff from this in, you know, the next like week or two. Maybe I'll take some on the cruise with me and like shoot them in the pool. I don't know. Oh God, it's just a lot sometimes. But hey, for those of you guys that have stuck around, no, I'm not retiring cosplay. Are you kidding? I still have like a decade in me for costuming. But hey, since I've got still a lot of you guys in here, how has this layout been functioning for you guys? If hopefully this is functioning okay. I again just updated my Twitch stream layouts and whatnot. Hopefully again the bright pink was burning my own eyes, so I know how you guys were feeling. So hopefully your eyes are not bleeding anymore. Okay, perfect. Yeah, now we just have cats. Now we just have cats everywhere. But yeah, I just want to double check with you guys, because I also got another one. I also did get another layout, which maybe I will check it out next week with you guys, or not next week, but the week after. I'll update the stream again and be like, okay, we got 2 choices. What do you want? And then we can go from there. But yeah, I definitely like the more cozy. It does have very much a cozy feel. It very much has a cozy feel when I turn on to like my BRB or my ending stream or whatnot, because it basically has like a desk layout with some cats swinging. I'm a cat person. I love cats. Cats don't like me. I have not found many cats that enjoy me, and I think it's because they know that I'm like, oh my god, just let me love you, that like they just don't love me. So back a little while ago, I'm gonna derail us onto cat talk for a minute. Back like two years ago or so, I was living at a different place, and we had a neighborhood cat. Big cat, like big cat. He was massive. Massive, very furry, very fluffy, very strong. Anytime anybody was coming up to the cat, he would like hiss at them, like swat at them, go to bite them, do the whole shebang. I was one of the only ones that was actually able to go pet him, and that made me so excited. So I essentially, like, adopted him, like, I would leave food out for him outside, because he was a neighborhood cat, he was a roaming cat, and basically, we grew to have a bond, and so several times in my Discord, I would send, like, cat photos, and then there were several times where I was playing with him, and he gets aggressive and he gets mean, to the point where he like full dug his claws into my arm several times and would bite so hard into my arm. I think I actually have several. I've got like two bite marks on here that just have never healed as scars, and then I've got several of them down and around, and like it was so sad because like nobody else was doing anything, but like I had to be aggressive with him, but there got to be times where like he was still inside of the house and I wasn't allowed to have animals or anything, and basically anytime I heard any of my family members come in, I had to figure out a way to get him out of the house, and I'm terrified of picking up cats. I don't know what it is, I don't know what it is about them, I just feel like they're gonna turn around and just bite me and just immense pain. I've already been bit in the face once by an animal. I'm good to not do it again. So I was just terrified to get rid of him. So you basically, like, I would roughhouse him so bad, or like so much, to where he would like cling to my arm, and I would just pick him up from my arm and just carry him out. It's just not the way to get rid of your cat. But it's the way I got rid of mine. And then it was essentially a running joke for a long while that this cat would only appear like the week before I had a photo shoot. And that was when he wanted to play mean. So I had nothing but like scratches and bite marks and deep gashes and, you know, the whole 9 yards. And like, I would go to my photographers and I'd be like, are you able to fix this in post? How bad is this gonna show up on our photos? Is this something you can edit? I'm just not gonna pose with this arm for the whole day. So, like, it kind of became a running theme that, like, he would just appear whenever. So, yeah, I don't have him anymore. I don't live in that place anymore. I don't know if he's still around. But God, he was a beast of a cat, and that is probably one of the only cats that has ever actually liked me, and I think he only liked me because he could be mean. So yeah, that's my cat story. That's one of the few tragic cat stories I have, but he was a blessing. He was a beast. Yeah, if anybody joins my Discord, I've got a cute cat pics, or cute pet pics, channel where I used to drop everything. So yeah, it was what it was. Yeah, spend time. Definitely wanted to spend time, which was so weird because, like, I could never get him to spend more than, like, 2 hours in the house. He was very much like an outdoors cat. He didn't like being, like, cornered or trapped or anything like that. So, like, we had to let him, he just had to walk out sometimes. And, you know, it was really funny during summer. We didn't have air conditioning in that house, and during summer it gets to, like, 100+ degrees. So we would leave the door open, and he just waltzed right in and just head straight for our back door and then head straight back outside. He was a blast. I do miss him. I do miss him as a cat. But anyway, so that's why we have the cat theme here. I'm very much a cat person. I very much am a flower person. I very much enjoy botany. I did take a botany class in college, and it was awesome. So yeah, so this basically kind of combines my two favorite things, and, you know, I figured this works better than that stupid pink background that you can actually see in my last, you know, Twitch stream. And I've been saying for the longest time I was going to update my overlays, and, well, I did! So, I'll still spend some time kind of, you know, going through and organizing it a little bit better, because admittedly I've got some empty space, like, down right here and, like, up here, that I'm trying to figure out what to do with, and admittedly nothing is really, like, striking my fancy. I mean, I could probably do something with, like, oh, here's a sub goal, here's a, I don't know, whatever dumb shit Twitch wants me to do, in my stream overlays, but yeah, that's kind of where we are. But yeah, I'm basically kind of done talking your guys' ear off. It's been lovely here talking about Comic-Con and the dumb shenanigans I get into, and my awesome Hulu backpack and free items and cool puzzles we're gonna put together on stream. Yeah, I'm so excited about those puzzles. I cannot wait. One of them, so the stained glass one isn't bigger than, like, a size of a sheet of paper, so you bet your sweet butt I'm definitely gonna have that done in about an hour. It's only 208 pieces. 208 pieces, that's definitely a pretty easy one. So, maybe one of these next streams when I don't really have anything terribly going on, I haven't had any, photo shoots or any sort of cons, but I basically, yeah, just wanted to come chat, come hang out, come let you know, hey, this is how Comic-Con went, and hey, I'm not here next week because I'm in Mexico taking a much-needed vacation. So if anybody is interested in anything, we've talked about, I'll probably make posts or do some dumb shit or whatnot, but make sure you follow me in all these fun places down here, or if you like any of my content, you can always go up to, my coffee or check out any of that fun stuff. I, have my link trees. Yeah. Yeah. I don't, we'll see how it goes, but yeah, I'm hoping that when I get back from my cruise that week, after that Sailor Moon Sailor Scout shoot, I'll probably get back to streaming with you guys pretty regularly. So yeah, I'm hoping that will work out, because I like having this every other week, but I want to get back to weekly with you guys. So we'll see how it goes, but as it stands right now, that's kind of where we are. So if you guys have any questions, comments, or concerns, you know where to reach me. But otherwise, I think I'm definitely gonna, call it a night for you guys. If you guys have anything else that you feel might be necessary or interesting, please feel free. Let me know. Hold on, I gotta, sorry. I was trying to find where that overlay was. But yeah, that's basically it. So thank you everybody for joining stream and checking out and just hanging out for a little while as I sit and chatted about 18 gajillion random things, because this was very unstructured, and I know most of my streams are very unstructured. So thank you guys all for hanging out. I do appreciate you, and all the wonderful things that you guys do for me. So this is my way of giving back, to chat and do the whole good fun thing. So I will see you guys in 2 weeks. If you guys need me, please don't. I won't answer. I'll be around. So yeah, if you guys, I'll see you guys later. Goodbye everybody. Good night. Goodbye. Goodbye everyone. Good night. Or good morning, depending. But good night.